At the top women event, this as we continue to mark Women's Month. Semenya continues to make local and international headlines after her long dispute with the International Association of Athletics Federations, IAAF, over testosterone curbing regulations for female athletes.
Yeah, she's speaking at the Top Women event about her journey as a catalyst for gender empowerment. Let's go live to Empress Palace.
It's not okay. So how do we do that? There should be, the same way there are rules to the way you use those platforms in terms of your terms of use. So if you post hateful content, if you post explicit content, that content gets taken down. The same should apply to the comments that you post. You should be able to flag comments, and platforms need to immediately handle those comments and say, okay, this person has flagged this. Real human beings, not just machines, look at it and go, yep, we're going to take this down because it is not okay. If you walk into a bank or any kind of corporate place and you start hurling insults at people, what's going to happen? Security is going to escort you out the door. So in the same way, we should digitally escort people out the door when they behave that way. Empowerment should be that we all feel empowered to stand up for what we believe in a digital space like that. But that's one aspect, and that's one small aspect to making women safe and empowered online. We build technologies that are built by men. Half of the apps you use are built by men. Where are the apps that women are building that are thinking about the way women use technology, that are actively thinking about how this technology is affecting the way people behave? We need to create more inclusion in the way that we build the technologies that are being used by more than half the population of the world. If you are creating technology that is specifically built to think about the male mindset, you are going to leave out half your spending population. I mean, we just found out that women spend more money. They control the purse strings anyway. So if you want to make money, you really should be including women in the way you build your technologies. We see a lot of this talk, and I'm sure somebody will talk about STEM at some point in the next 2 days. We talk a lot about how do we get more women to study coding, how do we get more women interested in mathematics and education. Maybe if the people they see teaching that subject looks like them, perhaps they'll feel much more comfortable in being in those classrooms. I know I would have been way more comfortable if when I walked into Computer Science 101 at UKZN, that if my lecturer was a woman, it would have been way better than me sitting in a sea of 100 guys and 3 women and a male teacher. I would have felt way more comfortable in learning something that terrified me, something that I felt I didn't have the logical thought processes to handle because there was a lot of numbers, and I'd never really been good at numbers. But guess what? You don't actually have to really know math to know how to code. You don't. People are teaching themselves these things every day.
All right, that's just a taste of the Top Women's Conference happening at Empress Palace. When Caster Semenya does take to the stage and start speaking, we'll bring that to you live. Remember, it's billed as a fireside chat with Caster Semenya on her journey as a catalyst for gender empowerment.